And we're back with today's summer page-turners, and the one, the only, Miss Jackie Collins.
Nothing says summer like lathering on the sunblock, laying on the lounge chair, and pulling a new, very steamy novel from the Queen of Romance out of your beach bag. Jackie Collins' latest work called Married Lovers, Aren't We All? Introduces us to three high-powered Hollywood couples, two hot affairs, and a Russian sex love.
Wow.
Anybody else? Was there room to put in a normal person, perhaps?
I just want to say that it is so great to be sitting here with two strong women. I love it. It is so much fun. Yeah, because I write about strong women. I write about sexy, flawed men and strong women.
I like
you write
that
about
theme.
Basic life.
Yeah, basic life. You should know.
That's right. I certainly do.
Yeah.
She's the only one who rivals Patti LaBelle for putting herself together to it. Look at the jewelry. This
No, you look so gorgeous,
Yeah,
by
Patti
the way.
and I mean, this is my signature
Panther.
Yeah.
How many books? Was it 200 million books you have
400 million.
400
I've been
million.
doing it forever. I've been doing it forever.
How do you crank
I've
them
written
out so
26
quickly?
books.
You crank them out.
Well, people
You just
say
changed
that,
the names.
You know, no, that's not true.
One
Not
time it's a
true.
Russian sex slave,
Married
then it's a
lover.
Scandinavian one. she calls her Inga, and she's got a new hit.
Married
book.
Lovers, I have a character that you're going to love. He's a talk show host called Don Verona, and he kind of looks like George Clooney, and he has that self-deprecating sense of humor.
And so America adores him.
They adore
And he's got
him.
women all over him. But,
Exactly.
But one doesn't want him, and so he wants her.
Cameron Paradise.
Cameron Paradise,
Cameron
which
Paradise.
is when I
Did you love the
looked,
name?
that's the name I used. Yes.
Yeah, you would make a great, that's what you should use when you go to hotels. Cameron Paradise.
How did you come up with this character?
I love it. I was coming back from Australia, naturally, because since I wrote the last book, which was a year ago, I went to Australia, I went to South Africa, I went to Amsterdam, where I got the idea to have this girl, Anya, who has this horrible trip. I mean, she's a teenager in the Chechen War in 1996 in Russia, and she becomes a sex slave, and this horrible story, but it runs parallel to the story of these characters in Hollywood.
So there is some history in this.
Yes,
You know.
she ends up in Hollywood eventually. Oh yeah, there's a lot of history.
A lot of history in
Yes,
this.
it's-
Yes, a lot of research.
A lot of sex.
That it takes for you to...
No, but you know, people say to me, oh, you write such sexy, raunchy books. They go, there's sex on every page. I've searched for it, Kathy. I cannot find it.
It's because it's the impression.
It's the
people have
impression.
It's every second.
And you take...
It's at least every third.
This woman is
She will
bad.
not disappoint you. But you'll be embarrassed sitting on the beach reading this thing.
I take a character to a place where your imagination can take over. So you think there's more sex than there is.
And
that's
there's more
erotic.
morality, too, in it than one might
Yes,
think.
because as the late Louis Moore called me, I'm a raunchy moralist.
yes, she
A
is.
raunchy
A
moralist?
raunchy moralist.
So if this book were to become a movie,
Yes.
you said you like Clooney for the talk show host,
He would
right?
be great
And
for
maybe
Don
who would
Verona.
Kate Bosworth, did you say?
Yeah, a younger, yeah, I mean, she would be
she's
great. I was going
24.
to say a younger Cameron Paradise
Yes.
would be a Cameron Diaz. I mean, that would work out really well because she's a fitness trainer. She's not an actress. She's like, you know, gorgeous and fabulous and doesn't want to be a model
Do you just
or an
meet
actress.
people and say, boy, I bet she'd be a great character for a book of mine? Is that how it works with you?
Yeah,
Just
she's
like
going to be a
that.
character in a
You
book one
are?
of these days. Yeah.
Gee, and I
She's-
thought I'd already
she's-
been.
what's her
I'm so
character like?
disappointed. Yeah.
Tell me about Kathie Lee's character.
This is awkward.
See what it feels like? Okay.
Okay. Good.
She would be
Hoda's
strong.
catching
She would be
on.
strong, and
Yes.
she would never be fazed by anything, and she would have the attitude of whatever.
Yes.
And I love that in a woman. And she would take a flawed man and make him perfect.
That takes time.
It
And
takes
I'm
time, but you would
running
do
out
it. Yes.
What's the next one going to be?
It's going to be called Poor Little Girl.
I knew that. I just wanted to hear her say it. We love you so much, Jackie.
I love
Collins.
coming here.
Yes,
It's
love
so much
back
fun.
All the best. You don't need any more success, but
Well, thank
of
you.
course we wish
Everybody
it
always
for you.
does.
Absolutely.
I'm off on my
Jackie.
bus across the country now, so that'll be fun. I have a rock star bus, baby. Yeah, you're going to have bus envy.
I always have. Can you imagine what her bus is like? We'll go out and visit. We'll be back.
Jackie, thanks, son.
Thank
But
you.
first, this is Today on NBC.
Of
Did you know
course
that?
it is.
Fun, fun, my darling.
In less than a year, the traditional TV signal fades to black. As Southern California